Victor Wembenyama literally might win every MVP and Defensive Player of the Year award for the next 15 years. He's got Chris Paul as his point guard now, and the Spurs are about to take this man to the whole next level. 21.4 points a game, 10.6 rebounds, 3.6 blocks, and 3.9 assists in 29 minutes a game as a rookie. Came into the league and absolutely dominated. 47% from the field, 33% from three. I expect those numbers to go way up this year with CP3 as his point guard. And per 36, he averaged 26 and 13 to go with 4.7 assists and 4.5 blocks per game. Victor Wembenyama is simply on another level, and there's not really anything we can do about it. He's a 7'5" monster. All right, get used to seeing this. The pick and roll with Chris Paul. Mo Wagner has to commit here. He doesn't, which leads to Victor Wembenyama rolling right to the rim. You see Wagner kind of in no man's land right here. Tristan da Silva doesn't get over to help either, and then it leads to nuts on the back of Mo Wagner's head. And it's an unfortunate situation to be in, but it happens to the best of them, especially when you're facing off against Victor Wembenyama. One more angle of it here from the side. Yeah, get used to seeing this all year. This year, Chris Paul to Victor Wembenyama. It's going to be extremely tough to stop. Now, we're going to get into a little bit of a pick and pop here with the Magic actually rotating pretty well. Da Silva takes away Victor Wembenyama. Cole Anthony rotates out until he decides to do a 360 no-look pass to Malachi Branham. What is this sorcery? It's a good read, right? He doesn't need to add all that flair, but a 360 no-look pass, and then he gets into Jordan series right here. If you don't know what I mean by that, go watch MJ isolate somebody on the elbow, or Kobe. Jab, pump fake. He's got Mo Wagner jumping for joy. One step, fall away jumper. Really? I mean, how's anybody supposed to guard this? You have to get a hand up. You pretty much have to jump to be able to contest the jumper, and then you're just going to go right by you and hit a fadeaway mid-range? Come on now. Once again, using that pump fake to his advantage. Chris Paul being a very unselfish point guard right here. He could attack Caleb Houston. Instead, he gives it one more to Victor Wembenyama, who pump fakes, gets downhill, and Tristan da Silva wants absolutely no part of that. Any reasonable human wouldn't want a single part of a 7'5", pretty much demigod coming downhill on a basketball court and does a little half windmill for the dunk. And then this is just really good basketball here by the Spurs. Very unselfish by the rookie Stephon Castle. Drops it off to Wemby for the dunk. And then this is really, really good stuff right here. Defending the pick and roll, which every NBA team does 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a quarter, probably way more than that. He's going to be in drop coverage here, and Anthony Black just has absolutely no chance. Watch this one more time. He can't dump it off, and he can't go up for the layup. Vic plays it perfectly, just continues to drop, and then uses his 8-foot wingspan to get that out of here. Anthony Black, I mean, you got to learn at some point. You can't get a layup off over this man, and then Chris Paul is going to play this beautifully. This is just a veteran move. All right, Anthony Black's going to get under the first screen well, and then Wemby's going to re-screen. Chris Paul's going to read it. He sees Goga Bitadze way down in the paint, and he's just going to knock down the easy three. Anthony Black doesn't even get close to him. Nice re-screen there by Vic. And then just watch him. He's going to play with his food right here. He's got the matchup that he wants, and he's just walking him down till he can get to that elbow spot. Chris Paul's done this so many times throughout his career, and Goga Bitadze really doesn't have a chance. Once again, this time it's a dribble handoff that Victor Wembenyama defends perfectly in drop coverage. Jeremy Sohan shoots the gap here. He forces him to go off route, so then it's a little pocket pass by Bitadze, and Tristan da Silva tries to get into the paint, and yeah, you're not in college anymore, bud. They are 7'5" giants in the paint now with 8-foot wingspans. This dude Vic is just crazy. I mean, watch him get out and run here. Sohan, a Euro step for the dunk. What are we doing? This is not fair. A Euro step from the 3-point line to an easy dunk. I mean, how do you guard that? Really? And then he's like, these plays. Go toss on 10 minutes of Victor Wembenyama clips. You will not regret it. Go toss that on your TV right now. You're just going to be sitting there in amazement at what this man does. And then let's take a look at Chris Paul, because he is going to be spoon feeding this man buckets. Watch him right here. He's going to try to attack Sabonis' hip. Sabonis comes up with a hard hedge and just going to dump it off right there to DeAndre Ayton. That's an easy pass, easy read, easy bucket. Now he's going to find Devin Booker coming off the screen. Perfect pass right to where Devin Booker can get it and go up pretty much simultaneously for the jump shot. All right, Kevin Huerter going to try to contest. That's D-Book's shot right there. Now, Sabonis is going to try to cover D-Book, and as soon as he does that, Chris Paul is going to fire a pass right to DeAndre Ayton for the elbow jumper. And then just watch the patience here. He's just going to hang out until Ayton can post up, get it to him, and he's going to knock down the turnaround jumper. Finding Devin Booker here in transition. This is an early post-up, early seal, and he's just going to float it in. And he uses his eyes, sees that Keegan Murray is coming but not quick enough, so he's going to lay it up with the right hand. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, obviously you like something, make sure to the like button. Leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying today's video at any point. We're looking for about 200 likes on today's video, so if you could help us out with that, it'd be greatly appreciated. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the video looking at Chris Paul, the ageless wonder. He's still doing his thing. Yes, he might be 187 years old, but he can still ball a little bit. 9.6 points, 6.8 assists, 4 rebounds, 1.2 steals last year in 26 minutes a game for the Golden State Warriors. And he ran this team off the bench. Now, there's nobody on the Warriors that was the pick-and-roll lob threat that Victor Wembenyama is going to be. So I think he's going to even elevate. His stats might even look better because, of course, he's going to be starting. He's got Popovich working with him. I mean, Wemby really has two of the greatest basketball minds of all time working with him. Once Vassell gets healthy, this will be what the lineup looks like. So really good defensively with Vassell, Sohan, and Wemby. And then Chris Paul has been a good defender, but like I said, he's 39 now. Harrison Barnes is all right. And then off the bench, got 2 point guards with Castle and Trey Jones. I like that. We'll see what Brandon does this year. And then, actually, let's talk about the rookie. Let's talk about Stephon Castle this year, who he was obviously an elite point of attack defender in college. He's going to bring that to the NBA. Really physical defender, likes to defend with his chest. I mean, he's got a really strong chest, which really helps him out a lot. 11.1 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, and 2.9 assists last year in 25 minutes a game for the national champion UConn Huskies. Good post-entry guy, can throw the post-entry pass, which is kind of a lost art in the modern NBA. And then shooting. Shooting is an issue. We're going to get to that eventually, probably not this year, but hopefully later on in his career he will be able to shoot the 3 ball at a good clip. But right now he is a phenomenal defender, great athlete, which is what he's, and great slasher, which is what he's going to bring to the Spurs this year. Now, how good can they really be with Greg Popovich at the helm? Can they win a championship? I mean, obviously, this roster is not going to win a championship, but they can take some steps towards being competitive. I can see them winning 30-plus games this year with the new additions, depending on, of course, how Brandon plays, how Keldon Johnson plays off the bench, but with Wembenyama, who I think may actually break the NBA this year. He is going to be unfair with Chris Paul as his point guard. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. We may be witnessing one of the next GOATs of our generation being born. And also, I mean, the Spurs have done a fantastic job to build this roster in the future because they have the potential to have 4 first-round picks next year if the Hornets actually make the playoffs and if the Bulls are not top 10. And then they have the potential to have 3 the next year, 3 the following year after that, 2 in 2028, and then 3 in 2030, as well as if the Wolves get bad, they get that pick in 2031. So yeah, the Spurs are set up for the future. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button and that subscribe button. Like we said earlier, we're trying to hit 200 likes on today's video. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching.
Subscribe to Backyard Buckets right now!